This tutorial is to demonstrate the 30-day print-on-demand temporary registration permit process. If you are not already signed up to use the dealer licensing portal through the Kansas Web Tax Service, view the introductory tutorial demo clip, which will demonstrate for you the registration process and how to gain access to the print-on-demand permits. It will also cover for you some security controls if you want to limit accessibility based on what role you play in the dealership. So if you have multiple staff and only some need access to the permit piece but others need full access to conduct other transactions, that introductory piece will demonstrate how to control those security accesses. I'm at the dealer licensing main menu. This would be how you would order a print-on-demand permit if you were a full access employee. You'll scroll down to Inventory and Permits and go to the 30-day print-on-demand link. Once we go to print-on-demand process, the order permit form link will be gone. But you would click on the print-on-demand link. It'll take you to these text fields that need to be completed. First thing you're going to want to do is choose what type of permit you want to issue, whether it be a car, truck, and trailer issued permit or a motorcycle permit. They do print out in different sizes, so you'll want to choose based on what type of vehicle you've sold. For today's demonstration, I'm going to choose car, truck, and trailer. If I have the purchaser's driver's license information available, I can enter that in this field. Otherwise, I can move on to my purchaser's name, middle initial if you have it, last name. Purchaser suffix would be junior, senior, the third, anything like that. Purchaser street address. City, state, and zip. Their county, which you can choose out of state if you have an out-of-state buyer. And then details about the vehicle you've sold to the buyer. So first is the VIN, and I'm going to put my cap lock on here because however I type it in these fields is exactly how it will print out on the permit. So if I use a combination of uppercase and lowercase, it's going to print out on the permit exactly how I type it in here. The year of the vehicle, the style if I have it, and then it's important that you capture insurance information. By state law, we are required to have proof of insurance before a 30-day permit is issued. So it may not be insurance on the vehicle you've sold them, but it may be a transferable policy if they've, for instance, had a trade-in. So you're going to want to put in the insurance company name and then the policy number. Okay, and this is information about who my dealership is. So obviously I'm using test data for today. Next I'll click on Create the 30-day permit. It takes me to my payment piece. I'm going to select the account I would like to pay from. Click Continue. I get a payment confirmation with a confirmation number, and then here's my link to open the 30-day permit and print it. It is a PDF, so you can save it in a folder on your desktop. You can print more than one copy if you need to for record keeping purposes. Say print 2 and give 1 to your customer and keep the other in the dealer jacket for the vehicle. I'm just going to open this up a little bit and reduce it down so you can see a little bit more of the permit. And like I said, you can see the VIN is in all caps and the make of the vehicle. What's new about this permit is it has in the lower left corner who the dealership that issued it is. So that's a little security feature we've added. The system right now is currently set up to automatically figure the 30-day permit period from the date you enter the data. So if we make changes to that, you can watch for that, and perhaps we will put in a field that says date of sale and let it calculate from that. But right now we don't have it set up that way. Also, I'd like to point out that on the payment piece, we currently have it set up so that it will be a daily draw off of your bank account. It will not individually deduct that amount from your account. So if you had 10 customers in one day that you sold permits to, you'd get one $30 charge rather than 10 $3 charges. So I think that's an added convenience that we are able to provide. So that's how you're going to print the print on demand. It'd be the same process for a motorcycle. You would just choose the other option to select the different size for a motorcycle permit. And again, if you are needing to perhaps control the accessibility for the permits and only have a certain staff member have only access to that, be sure you view the introductory tutorial and see how to restrict that access.